listening, okay? In the West Bank, throughout Palestine, we've heard from people in the resistance who have said, sometimes we feel like giving up. Sometimes they feel like giving up. But their conviction in Allah is so strong, and I'll talk about that after, with the fact that the people around the globe are with Palestine. When they see people on the streets, they say that keeps us going. So for each and every one of you, if one message gets through you today, despite protests might not affect what happens with the politics and the politicians, we know there's pro-Zionist politicians because there's a lot of money to protect the occupation. So despite that not changing, the fact that the resistance keeps going because of us protesting is all the reason that you show up when there's a protest. Don't be dejected, guys. These conversations, sometimes they can't handle it at different types of protests, but I'm hoping that you guys can hear this message carefully. The protest, it works, it has an effect. We are hearing from Palestinians themselves that say, you guys inspire us. We have videos that mention Toronto, wallahi, as they stand here, I swear by Allah. We have shared it, they said, you people in Toronto. They said Toronto and South Africa. They mentioned our name. Just imagine you standing and protesting. The resistance mentions Toronto. SubhanAllah. Really, take that and realize that you standing is for that. So when these people tell you, why, our own people say, why are you protesting? Nothing's gonna happen. There is no other resistance in the world or occupation that's right now lasting longer than the Palestinian occupation. But why is it lasting this long? Because they're not giving up, partly because of the protest and the solidarity around the world. So that is a bonus, that is a plus, that is a benefit. Takbir. 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 This is why I think we can handle these conversations. So when you go home and you realize how to readjust your lives, because these situations when bombs are falling, you see the videos, doesn't it make you focus? Put your hand up if it makes you reevaluate things. Okay, at least half the people. Okay, it makes you reevaluate. So when we're reevaluating things, realize that when there's a call to come and stand in solidarity, you come. That's it, you come. And we understand that a couple days ago, the environment in the air was, everyone's against us. Now, put your hands up if last week you might have been shy to maybe say or wear a hat or a keffiyeh that I'm protesting because there was a lot of people that were angry with us. I was a little bit worried too for my family, and because I'm always rocking it. I was a little bit worried. My hand is up. You guys were all proud and strong. Your hands aren't up, no problem. And maybe some of you felt that way. But that's gone. The last couple of days, the protests around the world. England, have you seen England? How many people showed up? Around the world, people are showing up because they know what's happening in Gaza. It's common sense, it's a genocide. It's common sense. So they're showing up around the world. Who's protesting right now and standing with Israel? Who? Just the pro-Zionists. That's it. The ones that have to protect them, the politicians, but the average person is with Palestine. Takbir. That is something to be proud of. That is why we protest. That's the one reason we protest there. Why else do we protest? We protest because we gather and we realize and we learn some things. But I wanted to ask you, and it's hard to say, maybe you can take it, I hope. How do I say it where you don't get offended? What's that?
Thank you so much.
Who's giving this up? That's right. Some papers are being handed out. There's one from Rabbi David, that's fine. The other one is titled Liberating Palestine. That's not from us. Just letting you know, that's not from us here. It's not proof, it's not from us. Whoever's handing it, they own, that's fine. So what I wanted to say is, again, In the last week, when you see the bombs falling, how many of you have reevaluated your lives? Hands up if you've reevaluated your lives. Okay. Earlier there was more than half. Hands up if maybe there's a combination of you maybe praying more, making dua more, coming to the masjid more. Hands up if that's happening because of what happened in Gaza. Okay. So my question is this, and I hope you can take it. The most meaningful people in the world are the Palestinians. They're the most meaningful people in the world alive. Because why does it take for them to die for us to be connected to the masjid? Astaghfirullah, tell me. You all had your hands up that we were reevaluating, we're praying more, we're more connected to the deen. So people have to die in Palestine for that to happen. That's what we're saying, we're admitting it. That's the benefit of them. So when you say, why is the suffering happening? The suffering is happening to them for our benefit. Can you believe that? We are benefiting from Palestinians dying. We just admitted it, but you can't take it. It's hard to accept the reality. But it's me too, I'm guilty of that. But we just proved it. I just proved it to you. We had our hands up. We are benefiting from the suffering of the Palestinian people. It shouldn't be that way. That's why we have to be connected. We have to fight for Palestine throughout the year so these situations don't arise. That's what will help. Is Mufti Saab here? For the children out here, where are the children? Hands up. MashaAllah, hands up for the kids. MashaAllah. You are the future flag bearers for the Palestinian cause, the Palestinian solidarity movement. You children are the future. Takbir. How do we stand for Palestine? How do we talk to people of Palestine? We have to become educated. And it's not complicated. We have to become educated. So when they say the occupation's there because Hamas is bombing people, so what do you say to them? You say the occupation was started decades prior to Hamas being born. That's the answer. Hamas came, or a lot of things came because of the occupation. The occupation's not there because of Hamas, so you understand. You have to understand these facts. The occupation's decades old, whereas Hamas and some other groups are just born in the 90s. So you tell people that. And then you tell people, is it fair? This is for the kids, so you kind of understand what's going on. You tell people, is it fair that a Jewish person born anywhere in the world, living anywhere in the world right now, a Jewish person can live in Toronto, and for the fact that he's Jewish, he might not have any family in Israel, but he can go and live in an illegal settlement in West Bank, whereas refugees, Palestinian refugees, they cannot even go back to their homes. So you tell them, how's that fair? You kids have to become educated, so it's not just telling them free Palestine. You tell them these common sense things and they'll understand. A Palestinian refugee can't come back to his home, but a Jewish person here can go move into a settlement? It's unfair. That's what you call ethnic cleansing. That's what you call an occupation. These are the facts. Let's do some more chanting.
Are we scared? Are we scared? The people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated.
The people united will never be defeated.
Gaza, Gaza, don't you cry.
Gaza, Gaza, don't you cry.
sea.
From the river to the sea.
From the river to the sea.
From the river to the sea.
Palestine will be free.
Palestine will be free.
Palestine will be free.
Palestine will be free.
Israel, you can't hide.
Israel, you can hide.
You committed genocide.
You committed genocide.
Netanyahu, you can't hide.
Netanyahu, you can hide.
You committed genocide.
You committed genocide.
1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Genocide, no more. So we need to stop it right now. Okay? We have to keep going. We have to keep working. We have to keep doing. They're scared. Not right. So today I was thinking, oh, it's so boring, or it's so boring. So I couldn't keep thinking with that for more than 10 seconds. Why our brothers and sisters, literally, we